Welcome back to Songs of Syx, where we are appointing a new noble. And I think this time, even though I shouldn't technically do this, perhaps our elves are gonna dislike this a little bit, but we are gonna make a dwarf noble. This way we can actually increase pretty passively the happiness of our dwarves, and it's just gonna be a noble that increases, I think, our industry. Have the choice between the cotton farms, like Master of Textiles, which does cotton farms and weavers, or the Master of Industry. We're using almost all of these buildings, so it'll be pretty good, I think. And as you can see, the happiness just jumped for them. Just because they have a noble now. Oh, but it's going to keep it 20% because, yeah, that makes sense. Well, that's better than nothing, I guess. Let's allow our dwarves some furniture. We are not making any of their preferred foods, though. That is a bit sad. Oh, almost all of them worship atheism. Huh. Means we need an atheism shrine in here for sure. We can do a pretty big one. Let's make it here. Just like here. Why not? Let's make some roads around it. Oh, we already have a shrine to Turi in here. That should help a little bit. Okay, humans worship basically the same way as elves. Elves have a lot of Krator worshippers. But it's looking fine for now. So, this episode... Actually, before I get to what I wanted to do in this episode, look at the money we have. We have 300,000 coins. Isn't that incredible to see? That for once we're not completely broke. Can even start importing some of metal. Maybe some other things. We're mostly fine for other things. Maybe clothes, actually. We could just import some clothes. Finally get everybody dressed up Yeah. Oh, look at that. The shrine was built. It's upgraded instantly, because why not? And let's get to doing what I wanted to do in this episode, which is to build a rest home. You can also build a physician, because we have just enough tech points to research that. And we can get some power bonus as well. Just to make some extra bows. Always nice, always nice. Okay, so where do we want to build a rest home? I think it should go in basically somewhere around here. What does it even need? Oh, there's a narwhal infection. Okay. Just gonna ignore that because last time just couldn't find any of the orchards actually being infected. I want to make the rest home not entirely square. I think that should look pretty nice. Okay, but then it needs to be extended by 1. Just to have a doorway in there. That could look pretty cool, I guess. Maybe, perhaps. I'm not sure. We'll see. Okay, a couple support pillars. Dance floors. Decorations, carpets. Man, look at this. Give them a nice dance floor in here. Put some decorations around it. Why not? Oh, we can't really have these nice large tables. I would kind of like a table like this, maybe. Wait, I have a quick idea to test out. Let me do this. Can perhaps make 2 dance floors? Why not? It's gonna be a wild rest home. Let's put some nice decorations in here for them. Perhaps a nice carpet. Oh, look at that. Go with a big carpet. Okay. Look at that res home. Isn't that beautiful? It's quite a construction. I think I'm actually gonna save it, even. Oh, I need to finish the building. I think I can save the asylum as well. Perhaps that small masonry as well. Kinda useful. And I guess we can get this 6th chamber online. That way we can get the master of textiles, I think he was called. I also added another paper maker here. Not sure I showed this on the last episode. We're kind of struggling to keep up with the wood needs. I even added another warehouse for wood in here, which should hopefully help everybody just needing tons and tons of wood. I'm also kind of thinking to take out these carpenters, because they are using a lot of stone and a lot of wood constantly, which could be used for other things. Or at least we wouldn't need to constantly gather stone and wood. We are actually doing pretty good on wood, but I'm not taxing or importing any stone, so all the stone has to be hand mined, which is getting a bit tedious. I also increased the archery training up to 70% for our 3 squads. And decreased the melee training for this one, which was like an kinda omni squad, but I think we can just keep 2 archers. Maybe I'll just make this division of 100 archers into like longbowmen or whatever. I think when you give them more bows, it increases their like range by quite a lot, but then also decreases their reload time, which is, you know, fine, mostly. But I think for our needs, a good strong melee division, for which I actually didn't supply weapons yet, and then 3 strong archer divisions should be pretty fine. Then we'll always keep these guys home in case anything bad happens. And I should actually add another division, I think. Or even a couple divisions. We'll see about that. Let's turn one of our cotton farmers. It will be... oh, no, she's very young. We might need to change the... is it only like kids working in here? How come? Hold up. Okay, that is a pretty old... oh, that's a janitor. Okay, you are no longer a janitor, you are the master of textiles now. Congratulations to you. Just getting a wild promotion walking down the street at the right time. That's usually how it happens. You know, IRL. You're just like walking down the street, see some manager. It's like, yo, you need a job? You're like, yeah, yo, I do. I don't know if that actually happens. It could. It could happen a bit more often. I think everybody would like that. I would like that, for sure. There is a slaver. Could buy some slaves. Do we want to buy a slave? Should we? Excuse me. Should we buy a Mevian slave? Let's do it. Let's buy one Mevian slave. Wanna check out how they actually work. Do have a slaver here. A guy working as a slaver. And I think we just bought an Mevian slave. I can't see him in here. We have a dwarf working as the slaver. Oh, also, since the last episode, I kind of expanded this district. It's not heavily occupied currently, but it will be sooner or later. And I also built some schools here. There was someone homeless just now, but that could have been the noble that just found his way to the chamber. Oh, and here we go. We do have a slave. Where is he? I want to see him in action. Can I? Where is that slave? He's somewhere and doing something. Flashing. And not Dolan. Stop flashing. You don't have to be in prison for that. Can you imagine? Goddamn flashers. Here we seem to almost be stockpiling some clothes. It's like, it looks very close to it. Maybe. No, I don't think so. I think I will need to import some clothes. I mean, it's not too bad. Can do that. We are looking pretty good on other resources. Gonna even increase the leather armor production here a little bit. We will need some of them to raid our neighbors pretty soon. Maybe even in this episode. I'm kind of thinking about it. No, I don't think we can do it in this one yet. I do need to finish up the training. And buy some weapons. I need 80 weapons. Oh, they're pretty expensive. Okay, let's get 80 weapons. Let's give them some of our stuff, because we are looking pretty good on stuff. Look at that paper. We have 1.3k paper. Okay, we're finally rolling in money and resources. It's pretty good to not be broke for once. Okay, let's get 80 swords for our guys. I think we need a whole bunch more swords. Guys, we will need to supply them with swords as well. Also need swords for this fight pit. Like at least 100 swords. Would be pretty good. Let's execute it. One of our elves. I was gonna say a dwarf, but it's an elf. And Odlin, you're going down. She was down and taken to the butcher. And instantly turned into food. Amazing. One of our kids is starving. Why is that? Feed him. Okay, they did feed him. That's good. Okay, let's look at this rest home. Oh, we don't even need to employ anyone here. That's amazing. I was thinking that maybe some people will need to work here. Look how fancy it looks. I'm gonna copy that for sure. Yeah. Add some nice trees near the entrance. And we can add some retirement age. Like 10% maybe? That should help out a little bit. I think. Maybe. Our elves seem to be dying around 120, 130 due to old age. So I think we should have some retirees. We need more slaves of other species. That would help with happiness for our elves. I guess we could enslave some more. I just wonder where they are. The slaves do mundane and hard work, but asks for very little in return. Slaves are gained through winning battles or punishing criminals. They do not reproduce. You mistreat slaves, and they feel that they have the upper hand in numbers, they may revolt. Take the throne, and leave with a bunch of goods. Damn. There's another narworm infection. Oh. They do it automatically. Cut off like half of these trees there. That is a bit annoying. We're still at pretty good food production rates. We're We're holding out. Why is there an onks there? Are they researching that dead onks? I think they are. They're researching some bugs in here and whatever that thing is. Interesting. Okay, let's actually build a physician as well. Oh, we're gonna need tools for this. I think we're gonna make a pretty small physician. Can make it around here. Around here, I think. Damn, my voice is crackling so much. Sorry for that. Okay, let's make it like this, I think. Let's add some trees. Trees are always nice. That will that will look a bit weird. And can they even walk through there? Let's not do those trees there. We are missing a bunch of workers. Why is that? Is it people going retired? No, I don't think so. I think all the current workers are keeping to their jobs. And I think they will retire like after. Like the new ones that reach retirement age might retire now. Not exactly sure how that system works. We'll see. Let's check on our regions real quick. Well, everybody doing fine? Loyalty's kind of dropping a little bit. I think it's stable in Blazende. Yeah, Instrag is not entirely happy. Let's reduce the taxes by just a little bit. We don't want no revolts or anything crazy like that. Preferably. We have some workforce available. Can't really do much with it. Think it is pretty good time to head out and capture Roland. From Sarlo Vinish. They look pretty strong actually. But could we just demand the region from them? No. I guess we should also capture Rovain Menen. But they have been pretty good for us in trading. Like, we actually made some money now. They are buying some things for a bit more than our big neighbors. Look at that. The price difference is a bit, like quite a bit. Yeah, even here. And then on imports, the big neighbor is a bit cheaper on some things. Interesting. We would like to have some tools actually. Oh, and we have tons of leather. Let's increase our shield production, I think, as well. Missing wood for shields. Let's increase more on the leather then. We're constantly using a whole bunch of wood. Look at that. We employ over 100 people in our carpenters, and as a result, this combined experience is boosting performance. Amazing. Is it for everything? I guess it is. Perhaps. Okay, we have some wood stored somewhere. Oh, it is? Goddamn, my voice. I'll have to end this episode in a moment. I'm very snoggy and phlegmy. I need to go clear out my throat. All this wood is in here. That is not good. Because we would like to have some wood in other places as well. I think this warehouse is set to fetching. No, it isn't. Let's set it to fetch so that our people can start gathering the wood from that other warehouse to this one. In case there's an overload there. But they may be just taking wood from here to there, which is not very optimal. I think we just need more wood overall. Perhaps from this area. think if we gather wood on this side of the map, it's gonna bring it to this warehouse. It's just closer. These woods are not very dense. I guess we could also set up a couple more woodcutters. They are doing a pretty good job overall. We just need a couple more, I think. Not exactly sure where I would place them. Perhaps we could place one in here. Let's stop cutting these trees. And turns out the graveyard actually clears itself after some time. So it's way too big. But that's fine in case 80 people just decide to die. They can all be buried properly. Then in some time, the cycle will start over. I kind of miss this feature in a game, in a pretty old game called Banished. I think once the graveyard's filled up there, they just stay there. Or perhaps I'm thinking of another game. No, it could be City Skylines actually. I think in Banished they actually had the... they had made the cemeteries also like kind of clean out themselves after some time. I think it was City Skylines that graveyards would just get filled up and they would just keep taking up space. Which is, you know, kind of realistic, but then again, it's a game, you know, so... And in some cases, I think just for the sake of slightly more enjoyable gameplay, it can vary from actual realism. Okay, we seem to be doing really good on rations. Oh, because I had auto-employ on ration makers. Let's not have that much. Have like 16 ration makers. They went a bit crazy there. Why is their workload low? Should we... I think we should import a bit more grain. Keep it at like 20%. So we can keep making drinks. Let's import a bit more stone. Stone is a bit expensive, but it is needed. We do need it for quite a lot of stuff. Roads and most buildings, all needed. Did our guys get equipped with swords? Looks like they have, maybe? But we still have the swords in our storage. Interesting. Let's start importing some tools again. And maybe not using tools on pastures. Because we're doing pretty good on food and leather. Kind of need more wood. Let's use 2 tools on woodcutters. Who else could use some tools? So our main warehouse could use some tools. We have 24 people just constantly running for resources. So what will the tools help here? I think they won't help with speed, they will help with carrying capacity, and I don't think we really need carrying capacity. Well, actually, they would just carry more in the same trips. Maybe it would be pretty useful. Yeah, I think we're doing pretty good. I guess then next episode we'll try to march out, capture Roland, perhaps capture some other regions, and try to keep everything stable and not turning this city into a big dump. Which, let's be honest, it is kind of a dump. Look at all this crazy stuff happening here. I don't know, I kind of like it. It is busy, but it's pretty satisfying as well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Lots of rambling, lots of my voice crackling. Sorry for that, again. I'll try to make sure my voice is a bit more clear for other recordings. Yeah, have a nice one, and I'll see you next time.